Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show's about to begin. Gary, let's put on a show.
Let's go.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Golden Nuggets with me, your host, Silvia Eldawi. And today I'm joined by Gary Allen, who is the creative director and part owner of Strada. And you might remember we had Gino Cross on the show a couple of, maybe 20 episodes ago. We'll talk about Strada a little bit, but a really interesting initiative and a topic that I don't think has been spoken about yet anywhere when it comes to real estate podcasts. We're going to tap into that. And also we're going to put to bed finally the who's more Scouse, Gary Allen or Mark Castley. We're going to finally find out with a little test. So stick around to the end to find out who is the most Scouse in real estate in Dubai. Now, Gary, the conversation that we're going to have today is about mental health, fitness, and well-being. And can you just tell us about, you've launched or you're about to launch, or is it going to launch on this show?
We can launch it on the show if you like.
Launch it on
you do
the
like
show.
An exclusive, don't you?
I love an exclusive. So, okay. Revealing to you Strada --fast.
Yeah.
Tell
So
us.
it's all about reaching people's peak performance and their full potential and pushing them to the brink to make sure that we've got the best.
Real estate does push them to the brink, but
Not half, we've all been there, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it's just to make sure that people are coming in with the right mindset. I'll be honest with you, when we did start Strada, we got known as a bit of a boys' club. You know, it was a little bit too Wolf of Wall Street here and there. And I'll be honest, we obviously do like to enjoy ourselves, but we flipped it on its head a little bit. And we've had a few little incidents in the office ourselves. Obviously, we've all been in real estate and we know what it's like. So, introducing Strada Fast.
What's it all about?
It's a completely separate department of the business. It stems from HR. So HR is a very traditional department, right? It's been going for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's to look after the people. But is it really? It's human resources.
Yeah.
So we can do the resources side, and now we're doubling down on the human side.
Right.
I don't feel like any company in Dubai or in the UK that I've ever worked for, I never really felt like HR had me back.
Right.
So we've doubled down. We've got a full-time position, which is Melissa McAllister. She is head of Strada Fast, and she honestly is a breath of fresh air. She's got all the experience, and she's really made a change. Like, the office is absolutely buzzing, energized, and the results speak for themselves.
Okay. Well, it's interesting you say that about HR, because I do find, yes, they're there for employee well-being and personnel reasons, but also their main role is to protect the business from any grievances or legal issues.
Well, that's what you're saying there. Like, you're having these legal issues or these grievances when they come to the door. Let's remove it. Let's have
Address
a holistic approach. I don't mean like the word holistic. It's a bit hippy-dippy for me, but let's say proactive. So we're being proactive on people's mindsets to make sure that they are coming in best dressed at 8 a.m, ready to hit the desk and smash it with work.
So it's like dealing with the preventing the symptoms rather than curing.
Giving them the medicine. It's preventative care.
Yeah. So preventative care. I like that. Do you think as a whole the real estate industry does enough for employee well-being?
Absolutely no way. And you'll see after this podcast, what we discuss, you'll see other people really taking on board, because I've been in Dubai for nearly 7 years, and honestly, them first few years are some of the loneliest times of your life. Do you know what I mean? It's you're on your own. You've got no family. There's no auntie down the road. There's no mums and dads and things like that to put an arm around and give you the cuddle. Like, it's a tough place.
Yeah.
It's everyone wants your money, attention. There's distractions. You can't drive down the road without 10 people beeping you. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot going on. It's a very fast-paced and dynamic city. There's absolutely nowhere near enough being done.
Yeah. And you yourself, like, have you ever, of course, you've been through the journey of being a broker yourself.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt pressured to sacrifice your own well-being for results?
Absolutely, yeah. I want success more than anybody in the whole entire world, and I've wanted it since I was a child. If I told you every single year when I blew my birthday cake candles out, I said the same thing, the same thing every single time. and it hasn't stopped.
What is that?
Well, I wanted to be a millionaire, so I always just cross my fingers, and I'd never put no strategy in
I'm
place.
sure you are now. I'm sure that wish has come true now.
I just blew them out, and that was it, sort of thing. But
it's like that song, isn't it? I want to be a millionaire, so freaking bad.
But it was that, it got to that bad that when we set the business up, we are all in. Like, it has been non-stop. I actually got shingles. I got alopecia. I had my hair falling out, and I got shingles. I was in bed. I couldn't get out of bed.
No way.
It was like someone stabbed me in the side. I set my body through that much stress. I still get pins and needles and nerve pains now because I'm just all in. Obviously, you can ask your wife, Holly, what it's like.
But was that overworking? Is that stress? Is that like, what was that?
It's stress, pressure. It's the company's at a decent size now. I've got a duty of care to make sure all them people are successful. I go home with that. I don't just switch off. I need to make sure that everyone's doing well. It's a big pride thing as well.
But the thing is about, okay, so since you were a kid wishing to be a millionaire, it doesn't ever stop. This is what I've noticed. So now you're blowing out candles. You're probably saying, I want to be a multi-millionaire, billionaire. And I was having this conversation the other day. It's like even Elon Musk probably is not satisfied. Bill Gates, there's someone richer than everyone. Does it ever stop? And are we putting ourselves under too much pressure to make a certain amount of money, which, ultimately you've heard of lifestyle creep. So the minute you start making more money, your expenses go up as well. So your desires for your
You're goldfish, and you live to the size of your bowl and all the rest of it.
I like that one.
Yeah, you can have that one.
But it doesn't. So what do you say to people that are just kind of chasing a financial...
While we're young, I'm 32 years of age, and the majority of the office are between 25 and 35, let's say. And you've got to go out and get it. These are your years. Your 20s and your 30s are your years to go out and smash it. Do you know what I mean? You can't make it up at the end.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, you're only 21.
No, but I did see this. There was a meme or something about kind of, don't worry if you don't make it till you're 40 or 40. Yeah. And it listed all these people who didn't start their business, like Jeff Bezos, this one and
but
that
you can't
one.
afford to make mistakes later down the line, can you? Do you know what I mean? You've got that energy now. And I say to everyone, just fill your pockets now. Like, this might all stop in 2025. We don't know what's coming. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure it won't, but it's... You've got to go out and
fill your boots.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And in that, with that 20s and 30s, I am seeing, especially with the next generation, like my generation, we were very much taught to kind of get a good job, stay in that job for a long time, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. But now your generation and the one after, they're very much like, we've got to all be entrepreneurs. There's that pressure to be entrepreneurs. And do you see that so many agents are now wanting to set up their own agency and they haven't got a clue?
Did I have a clue when I set it up? It'd be rude for me to say that they haven't got a clue, because I certainly didn't. Do you know what I mean? Someone had mentioned it to me. It's just silly the way Strada set up, really. Someone asked me, did I want to set it? I didn't have any intention of setting up a real estate company. Certainly when it came out to Dubai, I definitely didn't. And you don't have a clue, do you? You're naive as hell. You just run with it. Find out. But I'm so confident in my own capability, always in anything that I do, that I'd smash it. So it doesn't matter if I haven't got a clue. I'll learn it and I'll put enough effort into it. But on them for going out there, if they want to, go out and have a go. And we've had a couple of people do it from our company, gone out on their own, and wish them the best of luck. 100%.
And let's talk about toxic competitiveness.
Yeah.
How do you address toxic? Have you ever been toxic?
Have I ever been toxic? Probably, yeah. I was quite an individual. I wasn't much of a team player. Individuals get results and teams win championships, and I'm a massive believer in that, and I try and instill it into our company. But I didn't really care so much about what the office did. It was always about what I'm doing. I didn't care about what the team did, and that was definitely my downfall. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't so much of a team player. I actually punched someone in an office once when I worked at a real estate company. It was that, that toxic competitiveness was created, and I think it was created to try and, to try and push people on, and a bit of friendly competition. I'm not going to mention no names, but it was live in the office and everyone's seeing it. Yeah.
What did they do?
I think it just all boiled over in the end. It wasn't anything. I think actually the day before he got quite personal with something, and we were both working in the same team, and we were both quite new as well in that team, and in real estate as well. And it was just something really trivial the next day where I got in his way or something like that. And yeah, it was.
How did HR deal with that one?
They actually never got onto it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, never. I'm sure they're the sectors. I'm sure.
Okay, right. Burnout. It is a thing that happens. I know a lot of the top agents probably take the entire summer off. They go off to Europe or whatever else because it's such an intense 9 months of grafting, or 9 or 10 months per year. How do you deal with burnout?
We give unlimited holidays. So if you want a holiday, you just need to give notice 24 hours before. Okay. Unlimited holidays across the board. We do understand that burnout is a thing. What we're trying to do with Strada Fast is make sure that if you're having 4 burnouts a year, that you're only having 2, or they're spread further apart. It's if you're partying all the time and you're constantly smashing social media and you're a little bit down, then you're gonna get burnt out, aren't you? Whereas if you're eating well and you're doing your routines and you're in the gym and you've got a healthier mindset, then that burnout's not going to come into play. But essentially, everyone, the bigger brokers, they will go away in summer because transactions drop. Rule of thumb is the best time to go.
And talking about kind of fitness and well-being, mental health is often linked to long hours, competitiveness, and cutthroat environments, targets, pressure. How do we as a collective address these issues? Or is it okay to...
See, all them things that you just mentioned, we want all them things. We want quality, high targets. We want pressure. We want competitiveness. We want all them things as a company. That is what our company is about.
How do you get those things?
How do you think? We invent Strada Fast. We launched Strada Fast into the market, a full-time person to look after everybody's well-being, by getting them out of the office, getting them into the gym, getting them out walking and running and meditation, therapy, you name it. It's on offer.
So what's on the menu? What's on the Strada Fast menu?
So Alyssa is trained in therapy. She was a PT, meditation, breath work. They're the things that she's trained in. Then things like Pilates, that was proper Scouse. You'll use that one at the end. Pilates, we will bring someone in from outside. Paddle, like last night we had 16 people playing paddle. This morning we had 28 people in the gym. We've got the run club. We've got 8 to 10 people in that. Later on, if anybody wants therapy, it's on offer anytime, any day. Like, we are trying to make sure that them burnouts aren't happening and people, are mentally good. We're not trying to be a misery here, by the way, and say, oh, mental health, this, that, and the other. It's a real topic. Don't put it in the corner. Embrace it. Don't push it to one side. We're certainly not that company.
And I have had the pleasure of being added to the Strada Fast WhatsApp groups.
Oh, you're in there? Yeah, nice. Yeah.
But every day, and I'm the worst person, every day it's like 6 a.m. in the morning, yoga at 7 o'clock. I'm like, ignore. Paddle club at such and such. I'm like, ignore. Or who's in? There's always a poll, like who's in. I haven't responded to say no, but
it's great because we did used to go to, we still do go to beach clubs, we still do go on socials all of the time. Like, we're about to throw, I'd probably say it's the best real estate party that Dubai Real Estate's ever seen. Like, I can't tell you too much about what's going on, but we do like to party. We do like to let our hair down. We obviously took all the guys all the top performers to Ibiza. We're not saying that we don't like that stuff. Do you know what I mean? We just gotta look after yourself, haven't you? To make sure that you reach peak performance. As I say, like, if anyone doesn't believe it, come to the office. I'll show you the board. It's happening.
Yeah, and if I see one more real estate agent in an ice bath at 5 a.m.
They love it, don't they?
Right, and that's a good point, actually, because it is on social media. What are your thoughts on how social media is impacting?
There's too many people in this world trying to look good on social media and not do well in real life.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Put the effort into the real life. Like, all this showing off and pouncing around, it's fake as fuck, I swear. Social media is a highlight reel. And, my business partner, Che, he's... me and him a bit chalk and cheesy, right? And that's why we work so well together. he hates social media. I say, you've got to use it for the good. Stop getting distracted or using it as comparison. Or like, he hates all the people who post about like, oh, I've just bought this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. He hates it all. And I agree
he's a
with
bit
him.
low key, isn't he? And
yeah, he is.
not like
key,
you and Gino.
Yeah, no, he's the secret ingredient.
So if you see one more real estate social media,
nah, I mean, celebrate the wins, innit? Celebrate the wins, throw it up, but I don't read into it whatsoever. Start doing well in real life, do you know what I mean? All this partying and, oh, I'm smashing it, I'm this, I'm that, you know, it's just fake as fuck.
All right. And if you could change one deeply ingrained aspect of the real estate industry, what would that be?
I'm trying now, honestly, I'm trying to make real estate more open. Like Stradafast is an open community, by the way. It's not closed off. It's not exclusive to Strada. Maybe we can input the QR
I'm
code.
in it.
You're in it.
So I'm in it and I'm ignoring it. You won't catch me. Well, maybe one day I might.
No, come on, you've got to come. Honestly, you'll love it. Like the energy is so good.
Do you know what I have to say? Like when I did go through a phase, it was like a 3-month phase of waking up in the morning, meditating, working out, and doing a bit of kind of manifestations and all of that. I did feel fantastic.
Yeah.
But I just stopped it now.
I've got guys in my office, right? People talk about changing people's lives and turning their life around. I've got them turning their life around because they're going in the gym. Since Stradafast has been a thing, affirmations, meditation, manifestation, being in the gym, they've turned their lives around. Like, I'm not going to tell you the figures, but it's honestly, they were on the brink of leaving, maybe going back to the UK, getting a salaried job. But since we brought this in, it's changed. Don't get me wrong, the top boys are the top boys, and I'll be honest, the top performers in the company don't really turn up because they're already doing it. They're already going to the gym. They've already got their routines. Do you know what I mean? They're already helping themselves. But it's I would say the one thing that I want to change is this closed off community. It's the loneliness. You know, I want to make sure that, you know, if you're at first year or two, we're gonna put our arm around you, make sure that you're all right.
All right. So there are some truths that need to be addressed in the real estate industry. And I just like off the top of my head, depression, financial stress, anxiety.
But this is one of the reasons that Stradafast is in play. It's a very lonely place, this real estate, you know, you're commission only. It's a tough old job. You've got to be, you know, let's be honest, you sat there being told 100, 200 times a day, no. It's going to have a bit of an effect on you, right? Yeah. You know, it's going to affect you. So, you know, we've pulled Stradafast in to build that resilience up, to make sure you can withstand them no's.
And one other thing that I've noticed as well is the alcoholism is a bit of an issue. I feel
People
like
are bored, man. People are just bored.
But also you kind of feel like in Dubai, you feel like every day's a holiday a little bit.
Yeah,
no?
the sun's out and, you know, the job's stressful and people will turn to it. You know what I mean? Me, myself, I'm the same. I like the weekends just as much as anybody. You know, I burn a candle at both ends, me. I like to go out and I like to stay fit as well. Don't think they really go together too much.
But are you drinking Monday to Friday as well?
No, not really, okay. No.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you've got meetings and just, you know, if you're going out for dinner with a client or playing golf with a client, sometimes it can be hard to be avoided. But, I'm not, you've got to go and enjoy yourself. Got to let your hair down. You've got to celebrate, you know. But it can get too much, can't it? Yeah.
And the other thing that is linked to also real estate agents is their diet is terrible. The way they eat, they're on the go.
But if you look at like cappuccinos, I've removed all of the chocolate sweets, crisp, anything like that has been removed. Like that was removed even before Stradafast because my routine is the same every single day because I'm in the office. You know, being at the desk and eating bad, is that an excuse?
It's more kind of when they're out on viewings, they'll have like, they won't eat lunch.
Honestly, Silvia, it's bullshit. Like our top guys have got great diets. End of. Do you know what I mean? Everything is an excuse.
Yeah. You can make it work.
Of course you can.
If you really want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't just use I'm a real estate agent to, okay. Jealousy.
Oh, jeez.
Keeping up with the Joneses, that's a big one.
There's a lot of comparison. As I said earlier, though, people are trying too hard for social media and not trying hard in real life.
Yeah.
Get going, guys. Like, there's a lot to be done, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're too quick to post it or, like, I sold this. Sold it for who? Sold it to show all your mates back home, like, that you've just earned X amount. Like, celebrate the wins, of course, do you know what I mean? But I think people, you're always going to compare yourself to other people. That's not going to go away.
Yeah.
But I think just being grateful is going to create that happiness, isn't it? Gratitude for what you have got
It's very important.
is super important. Being jealous, and you can be envious, of course. I think that's like the tamer version of jealousy, isn't it? Where you wish you had it, but it's fine. It'll come to you at some point.
Jealousy is better than envy.
Jealousy is like where you want to key someone's car. Envy is like, I respect he's got that.
Really?
I want that.
I thought it was the other way round.
No, I don't think so anyway.
Can someone put in the comments, please, which one's worse, jealousy or envy? No, because I thought envy was like, I don't like you for having what you have. I'm envious of you. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's...
Don't know.
Okay.
I think envy, though, I don't think you're keying cars on envy.
Right, let's talk about fitness. And you signed a collaboration with Real Madrid.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Yeah.
And what's that all about?
Even as we started as a company, we've always collaborated. Like we had Hot Since 82, who's a worldwide DJ, on our Christmas party. We had Sonny Fodera last year.
Yeah.
We may or may not have Sonny Fodera this year and a special guest. We have, that's an
Am I getting an invite to
that's
this?
an exclusive that I think, you can have an invite now. I've been on the podcast. Honestly, we're going to throw an absolute party, but it's all about collaborations. Like when we started the Strada and we collaborated with JetX, which was a multi-million dirham deal, right? We had our branding all over the airport. Like that helped us as a company because JetX were a bigger company than us, and it's helped bring us up. So now Real Madrid, they're the number one football team in the world, and apart from Liverpool, of course, but they, to be collaborating with somebody like that is fantastic.
How did you get in?
Friend of mine is probably the most well-connected person I've ever known. And he gave us the heads up that there was a collaboration. It's
opportunity.
Yeah, it's going to go viral. We're going to meet the team in Qatar, and that's where it'll go down. Yeah, but really, really exciting for the company to be, collaborating with a team like that. Fantastic.
Do you see any parallels between real estate and sport? Because I was just at Cityscape Global, and they had Anthony Joshua there.
Yeah. Well, that's one, isn't it? Because if you look at...
What's his name? Drogba?
Yes. Dogma.
But I was like, what's this kind of, parallel?
It is, isn't it? Look, they're my two favourite sports, to be honest, the two that you've just mentioned. Didier Drogba, footballer.
Okay.
Teamwork, right? That teamwork makes the team work. As we said earlier, individuals get results. There's no point Drogba being up front if all his team aren't working for him. Mo Salah and Messi, they're not without the team. True. Whereas if you look at boxing with Anthony Joshua, once that bell goes,
competitiveness,
well, you're on your own. Do you know what I mean? It's year one, year two real estate. It's you are on your own and you have to survive in that ring until that bell goes and you get back in your corner.
What did you think of the Netflix Tyson Paul?
It's a joke, wasn't it? I did watch it. I didn't want to see Tyson get knocked down at all. But I think the only real winners there were the pair of them, weren't they? They're obviously the ones who are laughing.
Walking away with 20
it needs
million.
to stop because it's ruining the sport now. It really is. They're the only... If they're going to have a proper fight and try and knock each other out, then great, go for it. But they're just ripping people off. People are going to get fed up. UFC's took over now. Boxing, all right, Turk Al-Sheikh, I think that's how you say his name. He has come in and he's brought them all together and he's boosted boxing, definitely, but I'd like to think he's not going to get involved in that too much.
Apparently Tyson was contracted to not do an upper left hook or something.
Oh, really?
All. Yeah.
Right.
And he'd only get the 20 million if he went past round 8 or something.
But it was only 8 rounds, so it must have been past round
maybe
4
it was
or
like
5 or something.
Something like that. Like, so he was...
He's done well for an older... 57, is he?
I don't know.
I certainly wouldn't want to get in the ring with him. That's for sure.
Okay, what is, apart from the Real Madrid and the Christmas party that I'm getting an invitation to, what's next for Strada?
Next for Strada, more massive collaborations that you never thought would happen. And more of the same, to be honest. We always say the biggest struggle in our industry is sticking to the USP. Everything, this is one for you, if everything seems like an opportunity if you don't have a strategy. So you can see this, you can see that, you can see that, and you're going for plan Bs or you're getting distracted. You need to stick to your USP and what it is. So, more organic growth. We've obviously got the new office opening. We've actually delayed it. It'll be open first week of December, but we're just going to put it off until January because we can't be bothered paying for the Christmas decorations. Have you seen our office?
I can imagine, but if that's anything to go by.
The idea was to have you know, like in your hometown city or Harrods or that special place, you know, that place which was always decorated and it was like you have to go visit there. Like we want that to be like home, like
Landmark.
the Christmas home. Yeah, like people look forward to the Christmas decorations going up. Like, you know, we would do like a Christmas light switch on and bring all of the kids. Like we have an event with the singer and stuff like that. That's the idea. Like, but yeah, more collaborations. So we've got Ant Middleton coming into the office from SAS Who Dares Wins. So Ant Middleton, he was in the SAS and SAS Who Dares Wins. It's a TV show all for celebrities and things like that. But it's all about discipline. Like he's climbed Mount Everest. He was obviously in SAS, discipline and how he reached peak performance. So he's coming in to do a talk. He should come in. It'd be really good. We obviously got the Christmas party, opening of the office. And just keeping quality. We're all about quality. Like I can't stress that enough. We are such a lean company. We just want quality and high standards.
Okay. Well, coming into 2025, what's your predictions for the market?
I think the market's in a really, really great place, to be honest. There's more choice for buyers. There's a lot of choice for buyers. Things are selling out, but they're not selling out where you don't get a choice, you know? You've got increased competition because you've got a lot of branded residences coming in, which increasing the standards of the builds and the design and things like that. It's a really sustainable place at the moment, I would say. If we can keep it like, you know, keep it like this instead of just launching every single day would be fantastic. And yeah, I think overall it's long may it continue. I think we'll go right into 26. I think when you start looking at 26, 27, you see a lot of handovers. It doesn't matter how many properties are launching if the demand is there, but it's when the supply comes into the market that it's gonna affect the market, of course. So, you know, 26, 27 is I think the bit where it sort of starts balancing itself out and becomes a little bit more sustainable. But it's definitely a fun industry to be in right now.
And you're looking forward to 2025
Can't
and
wait.
beating more records.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to finish on the How Scouse Are You test. And I must warn you, I've already sat Mark Castley on this little 12-question quiz.
Okay.
He's passed with flying colours. He's extremely Scouse, and I'll reveal just how Scouse he is once you've answered these 12 questions. And there is a bonus.
I would like to win, of course. I can't beat him, no, can I? I can only draw with him if he's got 12 out of 12.
I think there's one thing that you can say that would beat him. Okay. So let's see if it comes out. But yeah. Right, so
hit me.
Some of these are super easy. Even I'm considering whether I'm Scouse or not. But okay, excuse my my accent. I'm going to try and give it a good go.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just give you a bunch of questions or a bunch of sayings and you translate them for me. So, number 1, our kid was bladdered. Does that mean A, my brother was inebriated, B, my son was given a catheter, C, don't be afraid of the storm, or D, the goat has swollen udders?
I've never heard the word inebriated, but I can only imagine it means
wasted.
Pissed. Yeah. So option A.
All right, you win. Okay. Question 2. I'm seeing our Billy for brekkie. What is brekkie?
Breakfast.
Win. Okay. Right. Translate. I was in bulk. Is it A?
Laughing.
Is it A? I was showing my muscles.
Than him, if that helps me.
All right,
win,
maybe.
I'll do it faster than him.
Right. Translate. I'm taking my bird out later for some scran.
You're taking your missus out for some food.
Well done.
It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, where they answer it before the answer comes out.
Right. The Grafton used to get chocker. What does chocker mean?
Busy.
What? Right. Now there's a bonus point.
Okay.
This is the bonus point.
This is the edge, innit?
Mark Castley put this forward. He was like, if Gary remembers the saying that used to go with the Grafton, like everybody used to have.
Mark, with the greatest respect in the world, mate, I'm not as old as you. How old is he? 40 odd? 48, 9?
There was a saying that people use. There was a phrase. So if you get
grab a granny.
That's the one. Yeah.
Come on. The rest is a formality then. So because I've got that one, I win.
You're probably winning. Yeah. If you get the rest right. Right. Get them in, lad. I'm dying for a bevy.
Someone's going to buy us, get around in.
Yeah, right. Staying in, mate. Devoed and proper brassic. What does brassic mean?
Poor.
Right. Our kids' clobber is proper and twacky. What is antwacky?
Old.
Is it A, expensive, B, old-fashioned, C, shabby chic, D, trendy?
What was B and C?
Old-fashioned or shabby chic?
And what was the word?
Antwacky.
Old-fashioned or what does shabby chic mean?
Shabby chic is like dressed like a homeless but looking chic, I guess.
I'm going to go for that one.
Okay.
Did they win?
No.
Oh, what was it? Old-fashioned?
Old-fashioned.
Yeah, but shabby chic, is that not like...
No.
Antwacky? Is antwacky a word? No?
Well, it's you lot's word. Right. It's not looking good, right? Going down the Aussie, mate, pick up our kid. Does that mean you're going to
Hospital.
Australia? Yeah. Going to A&E to give my brother a lift home. And I found out why you call it Aussie.
Hospital.
Yeah.
Aussie.
Right. Gives one of those bifters so I don't have
Siggy.
to go. Siggy, yep. You seen all the busies outside the offie? What are busies?
This Scouse accent. I couldn't even listen to the question. I was thinking, what are we doing
Is it
again?
really bad?
What was it again? The busies, police?
Police, yeah. Right. And the final question, what is Paddy's wigwam?
Paddy's wigwam.
Is it A, the Catholic Cathedral, B, a nightclub in Hope Street, C, a large cheeseburger with mayonnaise, or D, a pub in Bootle?
Catholic Cathedral.
There you go. Your score was excellent, but not as boss as Mark Castley. So we finally put that to bed.
Mark's
Mark
more Scouse.
Castley is more Scouse
Well
than...
done, Mark. You can take that one.
Right. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Thank you very much, Gary. Like, share, and subscribe, and join us for the next one.